Good afternoon, Thia.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Can you tell us about yourself?
I'm Thia Emboltorio, 26 years old, a single mom and with fellow kids.
Okay, I have a few questions for you to answer, so let's start.
Yes, ma'am.
Why do you
Yes,
want
ma'am.
to work as a maid?
I want to work as a domestic helper or a maid to fulfill the needs of my children and my whole family.
Why you choose Malaysia?
I choose Malaysia because that is my first choice country.
How are you qualified for this job?
I'm qualified for this job for my own experiences in our own house and especially with taking care of my own children.
May I know what was your educational level is?
I'm Bachelor of Elementary Education graduate last 2015.
Okay, what was your latest working experience?
I have my latest experience is just in our own house.
Okay. Have you worked abroad before?
No, mom.
Do you have experience of taking care of babies?
Yes, mom.
Whose babies did you take care before?
My own kids, my own children, and my brother and sister.
Okay. How about assisting elderly?
Yes, I did already.
Whose elderly was that?
My grandfather.
Okay. Do you have any other special skills?
Singing lullabies for babies.
Okay. Are you willing to learn new skills?
Yes, mom.
Are you willing to work with a family where the mother-in-law or any relatives stay together?
Yes, mom.
Currently, are you still working now?
No, mom.
Do you know how to cook?
Yes, mom.
What sort of food can you cook?
Filipino food.
Okay. Are you aware that you will have to do washing, cleaning, ironing, and cooking?
Yes, ma'am.
From all the house chores that I have mentioned to you, which do you like most?
Cooking and gardening.
Okay. If ever you will be selected to work in Malaysia, who will take care of your kids?
My mother and my father.
You are not allowed to use handphone during working hours.
Yes, ma'am.
You are only allowed to use handphone after you finish all the works and when going to bed.
Yes, ma'am.
You are strictly needed to surrender the handphone to your employer in the morning and your employer will return back to you once you're going to bed.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so if ever your employer finds out that you're abusing of using your handphone and it's affected your working performance, your employer will confiscate your handphone.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you agreed to the rules and regulation for the handphone?
Yes, ma'am.
How many years is the contract as you agreed and understands?
2 years contract.
Can you describe for us your attitude?
My attitude, hardworking, with discipline, um, responsible, and can manage my time, and patience as already.
Okay. How can you assure to us that you will work hard in Malaysia?
I assure you that I will work hard with my inspirations, especially my kids and my family.
Can you promise not to use the house telephone without the permission of your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you promise not to put on makeup but to dress properly while work?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you promise not to invite friends and relatives without the consent of your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you
I
promise
can
not to
promise.
ask for advance salary from your employer under any circumstances?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you really understand of the rules and regulation of the agency?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you pay any placement fee for you to come to Malaysia to work as a maid?
No, ma'am.
Do you have any history of sickness, breast cancer, or any other illness?
No, ma'am.
Do you suffer from any skin diseases, allergies, or physical defect?
No, ma'am.
Do you smoke?
No, ma'am.
Have you suffered from any serious illness?
No, ma'am.
Have you undergone any operation before?
No, ma'am.
Are you medically fit or are you fit to work?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you in any medication right now?
No, ma'am.
Are you allergic with any food?
No, ma'am.
Are you prepared to work for the employer of different races?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you prepared to eat the type of food taken or given by your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you afraid alone in the house?
No, ma'am.
Are you afraid of dogs or other pets?
No, ma'am.
Can you promise to work according to instruction from your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any family members working in Malaysia?
No, ma'am.
Okay, we have finished our question section. Let's proceed for case study. I
Yes,
have a
ma'am.
case study for you and I want you to respond truthfully. Okay, upon arrival in Malaysia, okay, within 6 months only, if in case one of your family members passed away, what will you do?
I need to pursue my contract first. I need to finish it first
What help
through
would
the
you give
consequences.
to your family members who passed away?
I have to sacrifice
Any help would you give to your family members who passed away?
financially.
Okay, so if in case right now your employer is watching you, what do you want to tell them? Why they need to hire you?
If you choose me as your domestic helper, I will do my very best to fulfill my job.
Okay, tell us about yourself again.
I'm Thia Emboltorio, 26 years old, a single mom, and having 2 kids.
And why do you want to
I'm
work in Malaysia as domestic helper?
I want to work in Malaysia as domestic helper to provide the financial needs of my kids and my whole family.
Okay, thank you very much, Thea. We will update to your agency if there is any selection made by the employer.
Thank you, Mom.